mentioned, we're already losing colors. Gold is gone. Pink is exclusive. We've
Yes.
also got that great silver.
Yeah, and the brand new white.
I
so
like the
we've
white.
never done white, but I think that's the one that we're shortest in quantity now, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The white
white is the most limited.
It is. That's what I thought. I just kind of remember that from earlier.
Holy cow, that is a smoking hot deal, my friend. Okay, because you know what's so funny? Truth be told, Erin and I talked about the specs of the computer before we got on the air. I actually didn't look at the price. I didn't. I really didn't, because I'm like, oh,
what were you thinking? What would you have guessed?
Because I was thinking, you know how sometimes we say, oh, so, you know, $499.
$499 would exact. If I said backlit keyboard, if I said Intel processor, you know, if I said full year Microsoft Office, we usually have to pay for that.
Accidental drop protection, which I wish, because I actually have a few new bruises.
Who, you?
I do. It's shocking, isn't it?
Wouldn't be my Shannon.
So it's Shannon-proof. Just saying. So you also get that accidental drop protection plan, Microsoft Office for a year. Basically, the bonuses and all the extras and software. Are you telling me
$496?
$496.
They pay for the computer and then another $150 or so.
So in my brain, I usually think, okay, well, if we're including almost $500 worth of bonuses, then we'll probably sell the computer for about $500.
That's typical, right?
Give or take. So this really is an offer that, as much as I love you, Erin, it speaks for itself.
I know, you really don't need me here. Did I at least do my hair right? I mean,
you know we need you. And by the way, we need you, of course. Call us with your testimonials, or if you're shopping tonight, hold at the end of the call. We'd love to meet and greet you. Just so you know, normally Erin and I would have probably, you know, 45 minutes on this. We've got a little over 20 minutes left in the presentation, so I'm going to turn him loose.
Get to work.
This has everything that you've been looking for, and I have to say, for me, this is what I like to call the Goldilocks computer. It's not,
really
you know, it's not the 10-inch tablet that you see me using all the time, which is fun.
Yeah, it's great.
But, you know, has its limitations. I love my 17-inch. You know, I love my 17-inch laptop, but
you ain't taking it anywhere.
It's not going in my handbag.
How much does it weigh again?
Oh, jeez. I do need to upgrade it.
Like it's a double digit, right?
It's a double digit. Yeah, it's over 10 pounds.
This is 3.
Oh, geez.
3.3 pounds and a 12-hour battery life.
And it's a computer, for crying out loud. And,
you know, to that point, it's an Intel processor, so the #1 processor company in the world is built in here. And Intel makes smartphone chips, they make tablet chips, and they make computer chips. This is not borrowed from their tablet line and put into a computer body. This is a full computer processor. It's Intel. Let me give you guys, so, okay, maybe you need me here a little bit, because I do have a few things that you probably wouldn't know just looking at the computer and the price. One is, this is what's called a solid state drive. So solid state drive, as I know you know, Shannon knows already, but you guys may or may not know, solid state drive means the computer doesn't have moving parts. So with most computers, there's a hard drive, and the hard drive actually moves. You know, you've seen a CD move, or think of a record player is a good way to think of it. You know how they move, right? Well, there's no moving parts in here, so that means a couple of things. It means it's lighter weight, because hard drives are usually heavy.
They are.
It means there's no friction. No friction means no heat. No heat means this stays cool to the touch. So a laptop can be on your lap now, and it's still really comfortable. That's a big thing. Also, the battery life is so much longer. 12 hours. Wow. Not 4, not 6. 8 would be great. It's another 50% above that. It's 12 hours. You can fly to LA and fly all the way across the country, you know, transcontinental and back, and you're still good. You still have space, or I should say life to your battery. So those are big. And the other, of course, really big thing with a solid state drive is, if this were not a solid state drive, I wouldn't close the computer like this, because it would usually take me a couple minutes to get the computer back on. Computers are so much faster. They're essentially instant on, instant off. You can see we're live streaming as well. Actually, I have to catch this up. Let's say okay. When you're streaming video, when you're streaming Hulu, or you're streaming Netflix, or you're streaming HSN, or you're whatever it is you might be streaming, when you're streaming your video, even if you close the computer, even if you open it again, it constantly stays up to date. That's one of the best things.
It's amazing. I mean, so if you are patience impaired, like my darling friend Erin and myself are, the fact that you got me to sit down is a big achievement. You know that, right?
It is for me.
I don't, because I even went out with friends last night, and the whole time I stood for like 2 or 3 hours. They're like, aren't you going to sit down at all? At my nail salon, they call me Chop Chop, because I'm always like, I gotta go, I gotta go. If you are that person, and even if you have more patience than I do, God bless, that's working on that. your computer is gonna catch up with you. It really is. You're not waiting for anything. You're not waiting for things to load. You're not waiting for things to boot up. You're not waiting for that battery charge. Remember, now you are getting that 1 year of the drop protection, so I'll have Erin speak to that. You're getting a year of your Microsoft Office. We always have, of course, our Protection Plus plan, so check with your service representatives for details there. But in the meantime, Erin, I'm telling you from A to Z, this has speed, portability, it's that Goldilocks size, not too small, not too big, not too heavy, not too expensive.
That's right, and extras. So let's talk about those. We've kind of skated past them, but let's spend a minute. How about Office 365, the #1 software program in the country? This is Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Publisher, Microsoft OneNote, Microsoft Access. Oh, I think I forgot one. Oh, and Microsoft OneNote. All 7 of those programs for a full year, not just on your computer, on your smartphone, and on your tablet.
Wow.
So on seven programs on 3 devices, which means you can work on your document on your phone a little bit or on your tablet when you have some time, but when it's time to really get your work done, you want a full keyboard. You want a full computer's power. So Microsoft Office, that's one. The next, accidental damage protection. What does that mean? We're clumsy. Me and Shannon. We're clumsy. We just are. And here's the thing. I believe that more so than your other computers, probably almost, unless you've owned a thin and light computer, you will take this more places than you've taken any computer you've ever owned.
Absolutely will.
You really will. Because when it has a 12-hour battery life, when it weighs, you know, on the tune of ounces, you know, it's about 3 pounds, not very much. It's easy to take with you, and it's fun to take with you. So that, of course, does make it a little bit more susceptible to drops and spills, because you know, you're handling it more. So what? You've got a full year accidental damage protection. It's no big deal. If you crack the screen, if your kids take this back and forth to school every day, if they put it in the locker and it gets beat up and for whatever reason, you know, they break it, or you've got a full year. Doesn't that feel good to know you're protected there? And then one other thing, we're also including additional software. We're including programs like Print Artist Photo Projects, Loopster, which is a program that lets you edit photos and video, Password Genie and PC Privacy Shield, Transparent Language Online, File Hopper Plus, Meal Easy, Learn to Use Windows 10, that's one of my favorites, because we're including Windows 10. And I've got a secret. Remind me to tell you my secret about Windows 10 in a minute. I didn't even tell you before the show, because sometimes I like to, you know, make sure you're on your toes around here. So I've got a secret. We'll get there in a minute. Meal Easy, even the entertainment coupons, you know, the entertainment book, well, that's made into a digital version. We're including that. When you put it all together, as Shani said a few minutes ago, $496 in extras. That's just the extras.
I know. Here's the problem, though. And wow, you know, I'm still just so blown away by this offer. That flex pay, that's got to be the lowest flex pay on any computer. Oh gosh. Right?
Yeah, I mean, normally if it's $99,
you read my mind.
That's like, that is a killer flex pay.
It's less than $100, less than $100 bill. Guys, it's $58.33 to get it home. If you are new, because we get new faces on a minute-by-minute basis here at HSN, first of all, welcome. Good to have you here. Hello. But FlexPay, anybody can use FlexPay. I actually use my debit card when I do FlexPay, so if that helps you out, if you're trying to be mindful of the credit cards or what have you, we've got a great credit card promotion going on right now, just as an aside, where if you apply and buy and get our HSN card, you're actually getting $20 off that first purchase, as if the value wasn't cuckoo to begin with. And you can actually get this in your hot little hands, but not pay for the whole shebango, not pay for the whole shoot and match. So for $58.33, we zip this off to you. We also have our extended holiday return policy, which I love, because that means you could actually legitimately, if it's a self-purchase, if it's for you, a to you, for you, you could use it. You could try it as you buy it. And say, even within that return window, all the way up to January 31st, you decide for whatever reason that it's not your cup of tea, you could send it back to us. But one thing that you need to realize, well, two things. No restocking fee, which is what other companies charge you. But in addition to that, you have to realize it's one of those purchases that definitely pays for itself over and over again. But moreover, we are not doing another Intel processor. We're not doing another Intel processor today's special. I think for the rest of the year. Yeah, I think there might be one, but if so, it's not a computer that's not as powerful as this, doesn't have as much memory as this, and you have to pay more to get them home. Right. So it's really exciting. And I'll tell you why. I actually just found this out myself. I said to Chris, our
computer buyer, said because we usually do 3 big Today specials in the fourth quarter. We do one at the beginning of November, one on Black Friday weekend, then one in December. These aren't, this isn't a secret. We do this every year. And usually they're mostly Intel. And I said, well, why not? Intel has a shortage of product this year. They had a shortage of component. If you follow, like, you know, if you read USA Today, you know, tech or money section or whatever,
I know what you're talking
screens,
about
memory, processors. There have been some really big shortages in computer component parts.
In fact, I was talking to a vendor about this over the weekend, and because I'm like, why don't we have more of these? And you know, like I'm blaming him personally.
Why aren't you in your garage manufacturing another 100,000?
You know, why aren't you bringing them here? And he said, too, you just don't understand. There's been, you know, a lot of shortages. So here's the thing. We have just begun this Today's Special 2. We've already sold out of gold. White is, well, still here now. As the ultimate qualifier. White is still here now, and they are going. Pink is exclusive. I love this pink. It's so pretty. And it has almost this pearlescent finish to it. It's just, I don't know, it just makes you smile. So that's that beautiful pearlescent pink. And then of course we've got the silver. So, I mean, definitely gender friendly on the white and on the gray, most certainly, but it's what this does. Thin and light computers, as a general rule, and you've heard Aaron and myself and other hosts say this, thin and light computers, they're like a unicorn. It's like, you know, they're the unicorn computer. It's what everybody wants. Because it's
do they really exist?
Do they really exist?
They do.
It's true.
Not usually in this price range, but
you read my mind. Because normally in a thin and light, if I put a 1 in front of that $349 price, that is absolutely,
honest to goodness,
realistically, under other brand names, you know, might have even promoted one in this last hour.
And they're great.
And they're great.
But they're not in everyone's price range.
They're not in everybody's budget. They're just not. And so at $58.33, I don't want to tell you how much I spent on recreational entertainment last night.
Big night.
A little more than $58.33, and I didn't get a money-back guarantee on that. They
closed our favorite bar down, so I don't know where you were last night. I mean, not bar, I mean church.
Establishment.
Church.
Yes.
My favorite church was closed.
The library. It closes so early. I don't know.
Gosh. People these days.
I know. Don't they know who we are?
Gotta fill me in on that.
You know, but it doesn't matter where your travel take you. See? Pulled it out. So this is going to go where you go, and I think that's a really big deal because I love my tablet. You see me using it on the air here a lot, but it has its limitations. It just does. In fact, I was sassing her before I got on the air because she was so slow and she wasn't loading this one website, and you know, I was trying to get a bunch of things done before I got on the air. This is portable enough to go in that backpack, to go in that handbag, to go in that attaché. Do people use briefcases? They use messenger bags.
Well, you know me, I'm a classicist, so I still kind of have like a briefcase sort of. I have a briefcase sort of. I mean, it's kind of a cross between.
Okay.
I would prefer to call it an attaché all the time. So as of today,
it's fancy. From here forward,
makes me sound like I'm a diplomat.
Yes, our ambassador of computers here, Aaron Berger. This is so cool though, and we see you there actually just a little over 10 minutes left in the presentation. You can see that Aaron and I are having so much fun, and we always do. And in fact, honestly, we love what we do. We love you. But this is a fun one to talk about.
It is.
Isn't it?
It's just easy. I mean,
it's easy.
I think it's the kind of computer that so many people want to have. And I really think we're bringing a lot of joy tonight because it's affordable with features that you don't expect for the first time. So one of the things is the back, and there's 2 things I didn't tell Shannon about.
That freaks me out.
Can you believe in this price? So again, our buyer and I, you know, all but had a knockdown drag out in the green room because he was like, this has a backlit keyboard. I was like, no, it doesn't. No, Chris, this is the one that's $350. The $499. He's like, Aaron, go look at your product.
That's crazy.
Like, I've sold it before. And then I had totally forgot. I mean, well, actually, we did. The last time we sold this computer, we didn't sell it at this price. So that was probably one of the things that threw me off. The other thing, and I haven't mentioned this even to Shannon yet. This has, so have you sold the Surface Pro with Windows S in it?
I was actually just going to mention, I was thinking that in my brain.
Okay, so the latest operating system is called Windows 10, the latest operating system from Microsoft. And a reminder, this is the big 3.
Right.
This is HP, this is Intel, #1 processor company in the world, and this is Microsoft. It's Windows 10. This is Windows 10 S mode. What does that mean?
Wow.
It means that this computer is more protected against viruses, spyware, malware, protects your privacy better than any computer I've ever sold. To my knowledge, the only S mode device we've ever sold here is the Microsoft Surface Pro, which is a great product.
Great product.
It's a 4-figure product.
Yes,
I mean, it's in an entirely different stratosphere in terms of pricing. We're only gonna have one other computer, it will be more expensive, between now and the end of the year that has S mode. One of the things, if you watch our shows often, and I hope you do, we certainly love talking about tech with you guys, and just talking with you guys in general, really. Viper antivirus is something that I always have out here when we sell computers. Always, always, always. Yeah. It's my favorite product. I think it's important that every computer in America that has every home in America that has a computer has Viper antivirus. Well, I don't have it out here today because you don't need it. It's the only computer I've ever sold that you don't need antivirus. I should say the only Windows computer. I've sold other operating systems, but they weren't the most dynamic, the most popular operating system in the world. Since this is Windows S mode, you don't have to worry about buying antivirus every month, every year, staying up to date. So that's another really big boon. Yeah.
Hey, how many of those printers do we have?
Do we even have it out here? Because I think there's like 100 left or something.
Okay.
It is, okay.
Very, very limited. I wonder if Jamie could grab me one just to show you how compact it is.
We should show it to y'all, yeah.
Oh, Jamie, honey, do we have an HP printer anywhere I could just hold up? It doesn't need to be functional.
The 3755,
yeah. I just want to show how small it is. But anyway, that is also $50 off when you buy our HP computer. I am having so much fun with this. I have to stop shopping. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. At $58, even though I'm trying to be more mindful, I mean, the holidays are here, this could be a self-purchase tonight because $58 is not something that you feel guilty about. I mean, I went to the movies last night before I went out with friends, and I can tell you, just myself, I spent almost $50 between the ticket, gotta have the popcorn, I did carbs, I did the licorice.
You're always so darn good.
You know.
I think if you're gonna buy a computer, sort of financially, it's as responsible as you can get.
You better believe
it. I mean, you're gonna pay more for a computer 9 times out of 10. And I tell you what, this is a customer pick on hsn.com.
Already.
People love this computer because it's really fast. I don't know if y'all saw this earlier. It had. Sorry, this is our buddy Rocky, is our producer.
The printer is gone.
The printer is gone.
Yeah, they're roughly 15.
I do want to show you all one other thing, okay? So we mentioned the printer. There is one other thing that I think is so cool that is also almost gone. This has a high definition webcam, and I'm going to show off the webcam in just a minute. But we'll take a real close look right here. There's something called private eyes. I know a lot of people worry about their privacy when you're online, and we worry about it with all the cameras in our lives. We have them on our smartphones and on our tablets and on our televisions, on our computers. This little private eyes, can y'all see that? It's this little, it's a stick-on, but it's like a permanent stick-on. You get 10 of them, and you put them over the cameras on your computers and your smartphones and your tablets, and then people, even if someone was able to get into your system, they couldn't see your daughter. They couldn't see into your kids' rooms. They couldn't see you at work. They couldn't see any, so it's a physical barrier that covers the camera. So I think it's really, really smart. And like our printer, darn near everybody who's oh, good, and there's some information on that one, I guess.
Perfect. So 610-170, 610-170. And you get 2 of those 5 packs, and you know what? We've got basically the final, a little better than 5 minutes left in the show. I would love for you to get this in your hot little hands. I really would, because while Aaron can describe and we can describe all the virtues and aspects of this, it's really not until you get it at home that you get excited about it, because you're like, wait a minute, it's perfect. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's like the Goldilocks computer. The Surface Pro is the only thing, there's one other computer that we sell here at HSN that has similar attributes, and I have had computer envy over that.
Safety measures.
Safety measures, the size, the portability, the solid state drive, so it's faster, it's more responsive. You don't have to wait on it to reboot. But both of the computers that I'm thinking of and alluding to, and you probably know the other one, they're over $1,000. They just are. And that's fantastic if you've got extra money to spend.
They're great. They're
great products.
Obviously.
But this is also not only the lowest price that we've ever offered this, it is the last time that you'll see an Intel processor on a computer really for the rest of the year, certainly in this price category. And I couldn't tell you the last time that we've done that accidental drop protection and Microsoft Office for a year. Both of them are included. Because see, usually it's one or the other.
Absolutely. And in
the drop
fact,
protection's expensive.
And there was another brand of computer. It wasn't, you know, when you get to the #1 selling computer in the world, it's more difficult to have extras thrown in. They frankly don't have to throw in kind of the same you know, the same carrots. There was another brand, a really nice brand, but it sure as heck wasn't HP, and it was the only brand I ever had accidental damage protection. I think I have one other time had an HP that included an ADP, which I sometimes call a mulligan because it's kind of like a mulligan in golf, you know, the do-over. So to have that built in, to have, usually when we have Microsoft Office, we have two different prices. We have a price for with Microsoft Office and without. Everybody gets it today.
Everybody gets it. And I'll tell you what, I'm actually thinking of getting this for my nephew because he asked Auntie Shannon for the 10-inch laptop. Now, Auntie Shannon was gonna have to pony up $500 or $600 for the tablet he wanted, but I'm thinking he's in school. Very soon he'll be moving into middle school, which freaks me out. He really needs this. I mean, a tablet is fun, and I know right now Hunter's thinking, oh, games and, you know, all the fun stuff that they love to do. This is actually what he needs.
Do you remember my nephew? And so I had a nephew live with me about 8 or 9 years ago. Do you remember Jacob? He came here, he went to his last couple of years of high school in Florida so he could go to college in Florida. Well, he's just about finished with college, excuse me, and he called me the other day and said, I need a new computer.
Oh, wow.
It was October 1st, actually, the day he called me, because I thought we would have it online, but it wasn't online yet. I said, wait till October 5th, that's when we launched this. I told my nephew, you know, he's my buddy, and I would hear about it if he doesn't love it. And I always tell my family, if you're gonna buy a computer, if you can, buy it at the beginning of October, because that's our longest exchange window of the whole year.
Yes, no,
you know, because we do it till January 31st, so the later you buy it in the year, the shorter window you have. So I always say you get the most chance to really make sure you love it when you buy it in early October.
Do you know what? Because I'm gonna go home in a couple weeks to Minnesota. I bet we'll do delivery direct. I think I'm just gonna send this to my mom, and I don't think I'm gonna save it till Christmas though.
And you're just gonna get, well, he's in school, right? I mean, they're going into the second half of this semester, and midterms were this week for a lot of people. And the other thing is with the accidental damage protection, it doesn't start until you register it. So if you aren't going to give this right away, Auntie Shannon is, but if you're gonna tuck it away for a few months, when they open it, when they register it, then that ADP starts for a year. And then Shannon's gonna update you guys. I have to tell you all a little bit about this processor though. I have two videos and I promise I'm gonna show them to you.
By the way, the white, going, gone. Going, gone on that white, because I have to say, the nephew's hard to please. I actually think he's gonna like the white because it reminds us of, you know, late breaking news. People are loving that silver. There's a good chance that maybe the silver will go first, and the most popular is, of course, that beautiful soft brushed pink or rose gold, kind of pearlescent design. It's so neat. Weighs, what you said, like 3 pounds?
Weighs 3.3, a couple of stats. It weighs 3.3 pounds. It has a 12-hour battery life, so, you know, that's all day. And your ports, in case you're wondering, and then we're gonna go right into these videos before I run out of time. It's my fault, I can't shut up talking about this computer.
By the way, what was your secret? Which one did you need to spill the beans?
The Microsoft S. The Windows
Microsoft S.
Yeah, because I hadn't told you that before.
S for secret.
S for secret and for security. Two USB ports. There's an HDMI port. There's an Ethernet port, which a lot of thin and light computers don't have because they're usually not thick enough. They have this really smart solution. Did you know Bluetooth is built into this? Do you know Wi-Fi, wireless AC, the latest wireless? And then if you ever want to expand the memory, there's 64 gigs of built-in memory, so you certainly can download movies and music and games. If you want to download more, many of us will use this primarily for web stuff. You know, our movies are mostly stored and streamed from the web. A lot of us do Gmail, and that's all stored on the web. If you want to expand the memory, though, there's an SD card slot, so you can pop in 128 gig or 256 gig and expand it like that. Also, with the Microsoft Office 365, you get a full terabyte of online cloud storage for your Microsoft documents. So there are kind of a lot of storage options. I'm gonna plow ahead and talk about this Intel processor. I really need to I just wanna show you these two videos because they're very impressive. If you're on the fence, look at the numbers. The numbers say everything here. So first of all, in general, this processor, it is the value and versatility processor. It is for smooth running apps and web browsing. I've got 8 or 9 programs running right now, less waiting, more doing. That solid state drive means you don't wait for the computer to boot up. It's essentially instant on, work and play for hours, about 12 hours. Look at these numbers. 12 times better 3D gaming. 8 times faster high definition video conversion. Do you like to watch movies, Netflix or Hulu, or stream HSN or YouTube, or just enjoy videos on Facebook and social media? Well, gang, this does 8 times better with high definition video conversion than the #1 selling computer from 5 years ago. Now, what I want to know, and I don't know, let's find this out, how much the #1 computer from 5 years ago cost. The #1 selling computer from 5 years ago, I am very confident in saying it was significantly more expensive than this, but this is 12 times faster with 3D gaming, 8 times faster with high definition video. It's probably a great time to upgrade your computer. If you haven't upgraded for a couple of years, I would try this.
You really should. And what I think is interesting, well, a couple of things. Normally you are paying for this kind of portability. I mean, you just are. Any other computer that we sell here at this